Hello everyone, we talk about Bones vs Steel. Because I saw this post in the Mortal Online forums and I thought to myself, is Bone Tissues really overpowered? The thread is from JTX. I will link it in the description if you want to join the discussion. But the question is now, are Bone Tissues overpowered? Let me know your personal opinion on that. But now, special thanks to Al-Rashid, the master armor crafter, and Banespike, the master material collector. Okay, but now anyway, let's compare the things. So with all skills 100 and the same second material. Okay, normally you don't make a Bone Tissues armor with silk. You make a Bone Tissues armor with shitty full grain leather. And then the stats are worse. But we are just comparing the main material here. So we will have around 6 more blunt, around 15 more piercing, and around 20 more slashing defense. That means that the actual increased number, the difference in percentage, is actually a lot. Don't get confused here. I was at first, but if you smack that in the calculator, it's actually a pretty huge amount. But also keep in mind that are not the reduced damage numbers. And now Bone Tissues versus all that stuff. I'm just showing you the slashing difference, all compared to Bone Tissues. So from the bones, the Ironbone is the best for the slashing defense, and also better in the blunt defense, and also a little bit better in the piercing defense. But the defense for steel, for example, in the blunt defense is just a little, but the slashing defense goes up a lot. But keep in mind that these stats and numbers could change if you just use other second material. And please also keep in mind that the damage numbers are not these percentage numbers. So if you're wearing steel, you won't get 48% less damage than with the bone tissue, but you will get 32.54% less damage. If you want to calculate with other materials, the calculator is in the description. But now how to get, oh no, we already went there. But they changed the carcass amount. Now it's more realistic. I mean, a pig weighs 100 kilograms. Now we open the loot bag, take out the carcass, press the right mouse button for skinning to get our precious bone tissues and full grain leather, of course. And yeah, we get out a good amount of bone tissues here. But now to the actual question. I think bone tissues and bone material in general is a very good baseline and a very good option for farming and PvE armor. Even in some degree if you fight versus a heavy mace fighter or a warhammer fighter or something like that, then it will protect you nearly as good as steel does for blunt damage. But for slashing it's about 32% compared to steel. But if you compare the other bone types, there's not much of a difference here. But now here comes the very important information. There's a huge difference in taking 3 to 5 to 7% less damage. So if you only have bones available, please use Ironbone or Molarium, because it can just save your ass. Because that can be the few health points over the 60% HP for the stamina regeneration, or it could be the last 3 to 5, even 10 HP points that you have left over just to get out of the fight. Or maybe it can even give you half of a second while you're waiting for the mage to cast or something like that. Every last percentage is very important. Over the years you will run in situations where this is vital. So I really hope it helps a little bit. If you have any questions, feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And please also leave a like and subscribe. And always make party hard, and see you next time. Goodbye.